I know what your life looks like. Thousands of influencers telling you different tips and training advice. But is this working for you? And even if you're improving slightly, are you actually improving at a pace that could take you to the professional level? No? Well, of course not, because most coaching today is stuck in the past and disconnected from what actually turned average players elite. Only the naturally talented, or the ones who somehow figure it out, manage to break through. The rest, they stay stuck, injured, or they quit. No system, no clarity, no real improvement. But this just in, shocking news. Badminton players are finally starting to see a direct correlation between smart training and success. With that in mind, I went back to the drawing board a year ago and I disappeared online. I've been designing the best badminton training system for players who actually want to reach the elite level. It isn't robotic footwork drills or random exercises from YouTube. It's a golden trio of foundation, action plan, and pro opportunities designed to actually make you better. I call it EBM, Enhanced Badminton Mastery. And this thing got our players from club level to international circuits in just the first 3 months of testing it. But it wasn't always like this. I was that player in the back corner trying to figure out why my hard work wasn't translating to wins. But despite our success and experience, I can tell you we have never seen any badminton training system deliver results like we're experiencing with EBM right now. If you think robotic hard work alone is enough to go professional, then this is not for you. But if you realize that true progress happens when intensity meets intelligent training, then this is for you. So if you've been waiting for the right system to unlock your full potential, then dial in your focus, because I'm about to show you exactly how this is done step by step. Alright everyone, welcome. Let's get into this. In this presentation, you won't be seeing any cinematic entertainment video of me talking to the camera. Instead, I'll take you through a carefully built presentation that I spent countless hours preparing for you. After watching this video, I can guarantee that you will walk away with a completely different understanding on what it takes to go from amateur to professional in badminton. Because I'm revealing the secret of what is undoubtedly the best badminton training system for 2025 and the coming years, and the only one that you should be even considering to start. I'll show you how regular players around the world have gone from club level to winning local tournaments to competing at the national level to being ranked internationally, all in record time. So look, if you can't stick around for just the entirety of this training video, then maybe improving in badminton and living your dream life isn't for you. And for those who watch the whole video until the very end, I'll be giving you my step-by-step guide to professional level in 2025. But trust me, the guide will not make sense unless you listen carefully to everything I'm about to explain. Ready? Let's begin. In case you haven't seen me before, my name is Elmeri Hartzelin. I created Badminton Enhanced to streamline the process of becoming an elite shuttler. My mission is to ensure you don't waste years of ineffective training, money, and energy like I did. Our methods are designed to take you from amateur to elite faster, smarter, and with less frustration. And this isn't just theory. It's a proven roadmap that I wish I had when I started. Our knowledge is your success. Look, it's no secret that I transformed countless players by using these elite badminton training methods. And it's not just by working harder, but by working differently. In fact, our program has trained players who win numerous tournaments and become professional players. Don't just take my word for it. You can pause the video if you like. But how can you elevate yourself to elite levels if you don't have expert guidance or proven methods? You can't and you shouldn't. However, what if I told you that I know how you can go pro in badminton without having natural talent, connections, or luck? Well, you can. By the way, these aren't drills from YouTube or motivational quotes. They're advanced, scientifically backed strategies backed by Olympians and professionals like Soren Opti, Camilla Bost, and more. But I want to be transparent with you. Just because this training system has big results, it doesn't mean that you'll be able to do the same. I've been training and coaching badminton for years now, so my experience helps my students succeed faster than someone with no experience could. Which is why players who have followed these methods have skyrocketed their performance in as little as 30 days. If they can do it, so can you. So again, I can almost guarantee that you won't be able to improve as fast as my students, unless you're an alien. However, as said, what I can teach you is how you can progress to state, national, international, and professional level. this is your last stop for excellence. Nobody is teaching this complete approach online. It's an entirely new way of developing your badminton and achieving mastery in record time. In fact, this is our unique blueprint of systematic approach to elite badminton. We're the first one to do it this way. Most of the influencers online teaching you generic advice out there might get you to advanced at best. It's good enough to improve, but not enough to get to the professional level. But to become a top 1%, you got to do things a bit differently. Now, before we get into things, I want to take you back a brief recap of my journey. It all started in a small badminton hall, and no, not one of the expensive ones. There were no pro coaches, no professional players around, no roadmap. But I made a decision to break the norm and become a professional badminton player. I wrote my mission down and stayed consistent. I wasn't gifted, I wasn't a talented one, I wasn't supposed to be a world-class athlete, yet I knew I wanted it. I knew I could work harder than everyone else and do what they want. But I was also the kid who worked twice as hard and still got worse results. I trained every day, yet the kid who did whatever he wanted still was better. I followed every tip I could find online. I was already doing what every coach and course told me to do. I analyzed my matches, heart rate data, intensity and training cycles, etc. I tracked everything. I trained more, I ate clean, I did everything right. The hard work was paying off, I thought. Until life hit me with some really tough reality checks. One by one, pain, pause, repeat. It all started with simple knee pain, then Achilles pain. Once I recovered and trained again, shoulder pain hit. Finally a stress fracture on my back. Years of effort slipping away. That's when I started asking real questions. How is it possible that 17 to 18-year-olds are winning World Tour tournaments, while others, with thousands of hours more training, barely qualify? How is that in some countries, with 90% fewer players, they still produce more champions in relation? So I took the money I'd saved and reinvested it all into all programs, courses, books, sports science, testing, elite consults, coaches and systems. Now, as I saw what was actually possible with this approach, I decided to share it. Well, at least I tried. I created my first online course, and I can safely say that it was not exactly an immediate success, because I had no guidance, nobody to teach me. But by trying, failing, gathering experience, hiring mentors and optimizing it for years, it eventually became a very success and results creating course. We had hundreds of students through it, and a lot of them did very well, more than I had initially expected. Some took it very serious and made it to their first international podiums. But after training badminton for 10 years and coaching others for over 3 years, I realized we could take this system even further. My students were and actually still are succeeding with it, many of them winning tournaments, breaking plateaus and changing their lives, and some of them a lot more than that. But I wanted even better results for them and for the system. I wanted more students to get to nationals, international circuits and the Olympics. So I closed down the original training system and I started a new one from scratch. If I could design the most effective badminton training system in the world, what would it look like? And what we built next, it outperformed everything that came before it. See, from 2000 to 2020, badminton was ruled by raw talent and insane training volume. Grind harder, train longer, outlast the rest. The toughest and the most naturally gifted survived. And the toughest won. Lin Dan, Lee Chong-wei, Chen Long and Kenta Momoda, for example. That era was real, but now it's outdated. And yet that's where most players and coaches still are. But now we are slowly entering a new era. An era where smart and optimized systems beats mindless grinding. Which is where players like Victor Axelsen and Alex Lanier found success by adapting early. For your info, Victor Axelsen moved to Dubai in 2021 to create the perfect system for himself, and dominated and won the 2024 Olympics. More structure, more recovery, more intention. Optimized systems lead to world-class success, and you're early for it, because as in 2025, only a small handful of players are taking advantage of this shift. So it was time to create something better, something lasting, something with which you can build a real badminton career while simultaneously creating a respected name for yourself, one you can be proud of. Something that would help you truly excel in badminton, instead of just working hard without direction and hoping for the results to magically show up. and so I spent 12 months refining our systems. The next golden opportunity for serious badminton players and coaches, myself included. As you probably realized by now, we call it EBM, which comes from Enhanced Badminton Mastery. EBM is the golden combination of proven science-backed methods, real-world performance systems, and used by world-class athletes. And this isn't just theory. It's everything I wish I had when I started chasing a pro career. It just makes so much sense. And here's why this works better than anything else out there. Because it's built on what actually made professionals. It's the perfect combination of mental strength, speed, badminton ability, fitness, recovery, and strategic intelligence. And once you understand how all this fit together, you'll realize something important. The truth is, becoming professional isn't very difficult if you understand how to do it. Imagine this. In just a few months, you go from struggling at local tournaments to competing and winning against top players. You're getting 1. Sponsorships, free gear, or travel expenses paid for. 2. Travel the world and living the dream badminton player's life. 3. Some tournaments pay you to even participate, not to mention if you get into the podium. 4. Others are starting to notice you, which you probably won't care much about that point. Don't believe it too much success for you. So even if you're being very conservative, you'll see a serious transformation. So let me take you back to a growth example of one of my clients/students. He went from club level to winning local tournaments to competing at the national level to being ranked internationally in less than 6 months. In the first screenshot, he had just placed second in local competition, and in the second screenshot, he had just made it to semi-finals in an international series tournament. And in the last screenshot, he says he's currently at a cool spot with a clear plan to get to the top 300 BVF rankings, then push for the top 200 mark. Imagine what that kind of progress could do for your career. You look back one day and wonder why you didn't start sooner. I can't make this up. While creating this presentation, one of our members just signed a sponsorship deal with Li-Ning. Look at the time, as I took a screenshot at about the same time from my phone and my laptop. So let's make it concrete. What kind of results can you expect? Your first target is simple, to get you to the international circuit. But how do you get there? How do you achieve the same results as our players? Well, that's what I'll break down now. There are 3 steps that every player must go through to reach the international level. But don't underestimate these. 99% of badminton players never overcome them and never achieve their dreams. But if you can figure this all out, you can become the top player in your club in a matter of weeks and be on track to your dreams. Step 1. Building a base. You're going to build the foundations of an elite player. That means developing a physical base, technical base, mental base, and a tactical base. By the end of this stage, you'll be comfortable doing pretty much anything with the shuttle. Possess strong self-confidence, maintain good base of fitness and movement mechanics, and make smart tactical choices. If during matches you make many unforced errors, hesitate or overthink, it means your technical and mental base isn't strong enough. And yes, all of it is trainable. You'll do this by putting in time with the shuttle on court, mental training, speed training, playing unstructured games, and a lot of high-level match analysis. Of course, it's more complicated than that, but that's an overview. One important aspect of building a base is progressive overload through difficulty. A lot of people understand this in the gym, but ignore it on court. Most players just repeat random drills and exercises with no progression, but elite players constantly increase the difficulty of what they're practicing, doing them faster, longer, more precise, with more restrictions, and making them more complicated. This is what Olympian Soren Opti used to break through. It is 100% possible to make massive changes to your speed, technical ability, skills, and confidence, but only if you do it the right way. As you probably remember, I learned this the hard way after wasting years of doing random drills and routines I found on YouTube and Instagram, and I got badly injured. This is the most important step to master. If you don't build your base properly, none of the next phases will work as they should. Now, let's move on to step 2, structured action plan. Most players don't need motivation, they need guidance. An action plan is a clear structure that's adapted to your goals, weaknesses, and real-life schedule. You should have both short-term plans, days and weeks, and long-term plans, months and years. It's how professionals train. They know what they're doing each day, why they're doing it, and how it fits into the bigger picture. If you don't have this, you will overtrain, undertrain, or waste time on the wrong things. Your daily plan must be personalized. We're all different, with different bodies, school and work hours, and training availability. Here's a simplified example of what a high-intensity training day would look like. You can screenshot if you like to. You need to be optimizing your life daily, weekly, and monthly. If you don't, your progress slows down or your body breaks down. Don't get me wrong, you do need to push yourself, but it has to be intentional, smart, and strategic. Once you've built a technical base and structured your life and training like a pro, it's time to unlock real opportunities. Step 3. Opportunities and leveling up. You can find them even without connections, money, or a big name coach. There are 3 ways to unlock real badminton opportunities, and after I show you, I'll reveal the biggest secret to becoming an elite player, so pay close attention. First, let your coaches and teammates know that you're looking to play at the next level. You'd be surprised at the opportunities they might have for you. Second, build visibility online. Use the power of social media to showcase your badminton journey, which will attract eyes all around the world, potentially open doors for you. Today, visibility matters more than ever. Sponsors love players who already have an audience, as it makes you more valuable to them. Third, start reaching out. Don't sit around waiting for opportunities to find you. Identify the clubs, academies, camps, and sponsors you aspire to connect with, both locally and abroad. Then start messaging them, email them, DM them. Here's an email template you can use. Screenshot this. Badminton is full of hidden opportunities. Most players just never even look for them. You can fast track your progress in badminton even further. I'll show you how in the free guide you get at the end of this video. But remember, it won't make any sense unless you finish learning what I'm teaching in this video. So be patient and stick with me now. Look, if right now you feel like your game is just a little too slow or that your performance disappears in real matches, don't worry. You don't have to be born with leads and way like speed or natural tactical ability like Lin Dan. But you can build this up, just like a muscle is grown by doing weights at the gym. I'll show you in just a second. But before, let's take a second to recap what we have covered today. Right now, there are 3 things standing between you and your dream badminton future. 1. Building a bulletproof elite technical base. 2. Optimizing a structured action plan. 3. Getting pro opportunities. If you're struggling with just one of these, you'll struggle to progress to the professional level. But perhaps this is easier said than done. It's not the same cookie cutter factory assembly line style of work that you'd do in most other badminton programs. Did you really expect it to be easy to go professional in badminton? Easy tasks won't bring you honor, results, or a real badminton career. This is a real system, and that's why there's real results and real careers to be built. I know this all sounds exciting, but a quick warning. If you try to do this alone, you'll spend months, even years trying to figure it all out. I've done that. From age 12 to 17, I got stuck and injured, even though I thought I was doing the right things. You only get a very tiny window in your life to go after elite badminton, and even smaller one to actually make big improvements. Just months of following the wrong plan can set you back massively. A few years that can destroy your chance of going pro completely. But if you get this right, you can unlock a future in badminton that you never thought was possible. Because as you can see, players are realizing you don't need talent or luck to become an absolute shuttler. It doesn't matter if you're 15, 18 or even 22, as in 2025 you're still early to this new era of badminton. And if you train the right way, you can go further than most. So the question becomes, how do you get results like this? Well, you have 2 options. Option 1, try to do it all by yourself. Take the info I've shared in this training and really try to figure it out by yourself. It's definitely a viable option. If you feel it's best suited for you, please go ahead. However, know that you're most likely going to lose some valuable months, even years trying to figure everything out by yourself. And in the long term, it's probably going to be more expensive considering that you miss out on all the extra progress you could have made by starting out the right way from the get-go. Finally, without a clear system and support, your progress slows, your motivation drops, and eventually, most players just give up. If you needed to cross a river, would you rather use a sturdy bridge that thousands have crossed safely, or try to build your own from scratch? Well, this can be implemented in badminton, and that's why I created EBM. The option 2. A complete system where we guide you every single thing you need to do to go from where you are to a confident high-level player. We have the best success stories in the industry. So, if you just got a few minutes, let's look what's inside the EBM Training System. It's like a virtual professional academy. It has everything covered for you. This program is broken down to 5 phases. Phase 1, Mindset. Have you ever wondered what separates players who make it big? How some players stay confident and locked in no matter the pressure, from those who train hard and still stay average? Or how some players look unshakable on court, even in their worst matches? That's what this first section is all about. I break down what is separating you and the world's best badminton players, and how to develop your mindset to become an elite badminton player. And while it's not the most technical part of the program, most players say it's the one that had the biggest impact on their results. Phase 2, Technical Training. I break down how to train your fundamental badminton skills to become the complete badminton player. We cover everything. We get it, sometimes it's school, part-time jobs, injuries, sometimes you don't have much time to train or can't even get a training partner. Sometimes the courts are very crowded. We designed this program with real life in mind. Phase 3, Physical Training. I break down how to train your movement mechanics so you can perform like the world's best badminton players. No matter what gear you have, no matter where you're starting from. We show you how to fix your movement, move more explosively, and become the fittest, most match-ready player on the court. So when everyone else is tired in the third set, you'll still be flying around, dominating. Have you ever noticed how some players seem to control every rally, like Mohamed Hassan, Hendra Setiawan, or older Lindan, even when they're older, slower, maybe even technically worse? It is their badminton IQ. They anticipate what's going to happen before it even happens, controlling tempo, pressure, angles, and momentum. So, Phase 4, Technical Training. Here I break down how to study the world's best shuttlers and emulate their game so you can dominate the court with intelligence, not just effort. Phase 5, Exposure and Career Strategy. I break down how to reach out to climb the badminton ladder. Let's be real, you can be amazing, but if no one sees it, it doesn't matter. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of hidden talents, especially in Asia, who could be top 100 BVF players, but they are stuck just hoping someone notices. Whether you want to make the national team, get sponsored and funded, go from nobody to somebody, don't worry if you don't have any of that yet. We walk you through everything, step by step. And we want this to be the easiest, most plug-and-play way to develop into a standout player. And to make sure of that, we've included a wave of exclusive bonuses. Each one of these bonuses could be shown on its own for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Bonus number 1, Professional Prep Guide. Access to the exact tools, warm-ups and match routines used by elite players. Bonus number 2, the Elite Nutrition Guide. Learn which common foods are actually destroying your badminton. Remove all guesswork and easily plan your nutrition, knowing you're eating the right things. Bonus number 3, Mindset Mastery. Discover daily mental habits and strategies used by professional players. Learn to build confidence, focus and a winning mindset to dominate both on and off the court. Bonus number 4, Injury Prevention Guide. Avoid the mistakes that destroy careers before they even start. I'll show you exactly what routines, habits and system elite players use to stay healthy and injury free all year long. Bonus number 5, Exclusive Player Community. The perfect space to meet other focused athletes, get feedback and stay accountable. Most students say this is the most valuable part of the program. Still wondering if this really works? Let's hear it from those who have gone through it themselves.
What's up guys, my name is Kanish and I'm a professional badminton player from India. The reason why I've joined Badminton Enhanced is to improve my badminton gameplay and be a better athlete. It has helped me a lot in all of my aspects of my game. I will definitely recommend you to join Badminton Enhanced if you want to improve your badminton genre and be a better athlete and want to go pro one day.
I'm Jaakko. I'm an advanced badminton player. I have tried several courses before, but they usually only offer general advice for intermediate and beginner players, and have caused me to waste quite a lot of time to just mindless grinding. Badminton Enhanced is a program that step-by-step progresses you to the professional level.
Bonus number 6, Recovery Secrets Program. Boost endurance and focus with little-known recovery hacks. Discover how small tweaks can transform your stamina and longevity. Stay one step ahead with methods most players never learn. You know the main reason that people just don't find success with online programs. They end up having a lot of questions but have no expert to advise them. They end up stuck or just quit. So bonus number 7, we have included weekly coaching and Q&A calls with myself. Get personal guidance to help you get unstuck so there's no way you fail. Additionally, we sometimes have professional players join these calls where you can ask them live questions and get advice. Here's what you're gonna get. full access to the Badminton Enhanced Mastery Program for lifetime, the Professional Prep Guide, Elite Nutrition Guide, Mindset Mastery, Injury Prevention Guide, Recovery Secrets Program, access to our exclusive private community, and Q&A and coaching calls with myself every single week. So let me ask you this. What would it be worth to have a career of your dreams in badminton? To play with total confidence, to have your teammates respect you, to have opportunities lining up because you're simply that good. $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000. Could you even put a number on that? Well, you're going to be able to experience this from nowhere near what you're thinking. Because this isn't about the money for me. It's about knowing what it feels like to have your confidence, potential and happiness stolen from you. To train every day and still not get results. I've lived it through the frustration, the pain, the injuries, the doubt. If you were to work with elite private coaches, you could easily pay $600 to $15,000 per year or more. Just hiring a speed coach twice a week for 6 months would alone cost you $2,000 to $4,000, since most top coaches in the first world countries charge $50 to $100 per session. And that's just one part. You'd still need a way to train your stamina, strength, technical, tactical and mental ability all on your own at a high level, because low-level training won't get you the results you want. See how it gets expensive. All in all, personalized pro training like those in top academies often cost tens of thousands of dollars per year. It took me years, thousands of hours and thousands of dollars to finally learn all this training. Coaches told me to price something like this in the thousands, but I wanted every committed player to have access. That's why the regular price of Badminton Enhanced Mastery is $697. But that's not your price today. But because you watched this far, I'm letting a select group of dedicated players getting at a ridiculously low price of $397. Lifetime access and one-time payment. That's like paying $32 a month for a full year to get elite systems for life. This price will never be this low, ever, I promise. And this offer ends very soon, as we will then permanently increase the price back up to $697 and likely increase to $897 as we add more content, which you'll get full access if you join now. And to make this a total no-brainer, you're covered by our double guarantee, 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not completely satisfied within the first 30 days, you get a full refund, no questions asked. And our 30-day results guarantee. We guarantee you will move up a level in your career within 30 days, or we continue working with you for free until you do. That's how much I believe in this. So let's be real, there's zero risk here. You either become a high-level badminton player on track to the international level, or get your money back. The only way you lose is by doing nothing. The system works. We have already helped 100 plus players get real results. But just heads up, this offer won't be around forever. We're only taking in a small group right now, then closing the doors to focus on delivering results for those already inside. Once that's done, we'll open again, but the price will be higher. Because there'll be even more crazier success stories by then, and even stronger proof this system works. You're not just at a crossroads, you're standing at the edge of a new era in badminton. An era where training is smarter, progress is faster, and results are no longer limited to the lucky few. One path leads to the old way, mindless grinding, outdated coaching and guessing. Or one where you take action, implement optimized systems, get results, and start building the badminton career you have always dreamed of. This new era has already begun. Will you be one of the few who lead it, or one of the many who watch it pass by? This is your time to start and build your legacy in badminton. I don't know what your goals are. Perhaps it's winning national championships. Perhaps it's living off by badminton or freedom to travel. Perhaps you want to be able to turn your passion into a career that supports your family financially. That's up for you to decide. EBM is the thing that can make it a reality. And while this was initially built for badminton players striving for elite levels, it additionally serves aspiring coaches looking to make a transformative impact. But Elmary, if this training is so effective, why not just keep it to yourself? Well, I still continue working with paid badminton clients myself. But I simply cannot train every ambitious badminton player one-on-one. There are too many of you who want to break through. So I decided to package everything into a system that anyone could access from anywhere in the world. But let's be honest here, this is not charity. So what's the catch? Well, I'm also trying to build my business BE, Badminton Enhanced, into the most impactful and well-respected badminton training platform in the world. Everything I teach from now on will be part of this business. And so the more you succeed with BE, the closer I also get to my goal of transforming badminton training worldwide. Because the more players I help dominate competitions, the bigger impact we make. The more success stories we build, the more we prove Badminton Enhanced value to the world. My mission is really simple. Optimized systems is the key to unlocking your true potential. So the more I can teach and provide a training system where you, I, and many others can all reach the highest levels of badminton as a direct result of using the right methods, the more accomplished I'll feel. That's why I genuinely want you to succeed. The more players succeed through this program, the more badminton community grows too. We are both winning. You achieve your dreams and we revolutionize the pathway to becoming an elite badminton player. But let's be real, you won't become a champion overnight. Going professional is a journey. This isn't a fairy tale, and I won't pretend it is. However, by getting all the experience and knowledge I have acquired and the breakthroughs I have helped others achieve, you can rise to high levels rapidly. This is a game, you need to have a burning desire for it. Going professional in badminton is your life, it's your fire. You give it everything, and in return, it gives you everything back. It's like playing a video game. The more you play, the more you improve and the more results you get. The game of life is fun when you take it serious. And to recap, you get a lifetime access to the Badminton Enhanced Mastery Program for a lifetime. The Professional Prep Guide, the Elite Nutrition Guide, the Mindset Mastery, Injury Prevention Guide, Recovery Secrets Program, access to our private community, and weekly and Q&A coaching calls with me. This is truly everything you need to go from club level to local to national to international level. Is this for you? Well, this is for you if you're tired of outdated coaching methods and wanted to take control of your badminton journey. Frustrated by slow progress and struggling to level up despite all the grinding. Wanting to dominate every match you play. Wanting to train and recover optimally to get to the elite level. Want the world's most technical and precise knowledge on elite badminton and its insights. Want to make your parents proud. We care less about motivation and fake promises and more about creating real results. The next step is in your hands. This is undoubtedly the most comprehensive badminton development system for 2025 and for the many years to come, and the fastest path to go from amateur to club to state to national to international level. I've explained the steps, the guidance and the bonuses. Now you know exactly what to expect and how it will transform your game. If you're serious about unlocking your potential and transforming your badminton future, then I hope to see you inside the Badminton Enhanced program, so we can redefine what's possible in the sport and build the next generation of elite players together. And since you made it this far, you've earned the Enhanced Guide to Mastering Badminton, a piece of advice for the serious people. You read it from start to finish, you'll find valuable treasures in there most players never discover. It's in your email. Opportunities like this rarely come around, but when they do, the question is whether you'll take it or just leave it hanging. Click the button somewhere on the screen to join. Peace.